How's it going, everyone? Sweet Daddy Brown here, and today we're going to be playing Children of the Galaxy. It's a 4X strategy game, something similar to Sins of a Solar Empire, except this one is turn-based. You control one of 4 races, which is the Mets at the moment, and you battle it out on a galaxy, big old galaxy. To control either, you gain victory by controller either a minimum of 25% of the planets, completing the whole research tree. Well, not the whole research tree, but building a Dyson Spear, as they call it, which will take a while. I think you do need to, you do need to control the whole, complete the whole research tree to do that. And let me see, the final victory is domination. Take over all of the home planets. So I accidentally pressed continue on a game I had already started, but I suppose while we're at it, I'll show a bit of my status on a game I have 88 turns on. Let's see that real quick. So this is pretty much, in this match I've been doing a 1v1 with an AI, and this is how much control I have at the moment. This is a colony ship. I'll make a new game and go into more detail, but I'm just showing how expanded things can get. Let's see what's going on over here. I don't think I've actually done anything with that star. Oh, shoot. Over here. This is pretty much how the systems look. And then you have the planets over here. This is a solar system. Where are my ships? Ah, here they are. These are all my units at the moment. Bunch of scouts. But yeah, enough of that. I've been doing things that I wasn't planning to do for this video, but this is basically how you set up a match. And you have an option to change the game speed. I feel like the game's a bit slow in one times, like it takes a bit too long to do research, but for the video's sake I'm gonna be doing it in times 1, because if you up it at 0.5, if you decrease the speed to 0.5, well, it also decreases the time you build things. It's not just research. But enough of that. Here it tells your state. Here are the 4 factions: humans, Kaga, Menron, Ata. We're going to be going with the humans since it's easier, and we'll start on the solar system. The Sol system. And we'll do a 4-player match. These are the ships that the humans get. There are, I believe, 4 types of ships. We have a carrier, a destroyer, a frigate, and a scout ship. I'm not sure if they'll be adding more in the future, but I wouldn't be surprised. It is alpha after all. Let's see. Change this AI to the Kaga. This one to Menron. These ones to the Ata. I will be skipping a lot of, well, not skipping, but I will be editing this video thoroughly, because these types of games take a lot of time to finish. Usually it takes me something like 2 days to finish a match on Sins of a Solar Empire. Okay, so let's get down to it. So your energy is basically your income. Think of it as gold or something. This is what you need to obviously do research. And intelligence, I'm not actually sure what intelligence I'm for. I believe you need that for diplomacy. I haven't really gone gone too into this, and these are your elements that you gain from mining, your rare elements. If you build mining stations, you collect them and you could build better ships, more advanced ships like destroyers, or better structures. Here we have the planet screen, and if you double click on Sol, oh wait, if you hover over it, let's just double click on it too. It tells you the population, resources, which is basically the food. I believe the higher the resource, the quicker your population grows. The production speed, the rare resources as I mentioned earlier, and it tells you the type of planet it is and whatnot. One thing to note is that each race has a certain preference. The humans prefer to live on rocky planets, and to live on other types of planets you need to research it, like the desert gas, water, ice type. And it also shows there, as you can see on the bottom right of that screen, that they 100% prefer it. 75 for desert types, and not that fond of gas planets. I wonder why. But anyway, what should I go on with next? This is your units tab. You always start out with a scout unit. It tells you the warp speed, the warp recharge. So basically, you can warp in and out of systems, and after you use warp, you have a cooldown. So that's basically what the recharge is for. Warp speed, I believe, is just how quickly you move in the galaxy map when you're at warp. So let's take our scout, put it to warp jump. It's gonna take us to the galaxy map, and here we could send it to go to another system. Let's start scouting further up ahead. Let's see, what else? What else do we have to do? Oh yes, the factory items. This is pretty much what you build on the planet. Have a recycling center that increases your planet's resources, production. I usually go for automation first, since the production is quite handy. Then you could build these ones quicker. Telescope is for research, yada yada. So let's build automation first. And over here we have our research tab, which we open up, and we see all the research we could do. There is a ton of things to research in this game, so that is quite nice. Usually, for the first game, I went for astronomy, since you could build a colony ship. But I think I am gonna go with engineering first. Let's see. Because you get +1 research on rocky planets. And as I said before, it takes ages to research things. At least for me, in my case. I feel like it takes a bit too long, which slows down the game. That's pretty much the game's only drawback. The slow research times, like you see right here, 26 turns. That's going to decrease as soon as we make a telescope though. And let's see, what do we have? Double click on the solar system to get back on it. We shall build nothing to do at the moment. So let's head to the next turn. Alright. So the scout has reached the system. What you do now is you hit E to explore the system. And no, we came out to a planet right here. Let's see, I forgot to mention, you see this line over here? This is the orbit the planet takes, and this is where it'll end up on the next turn. That's one of the things I like about this game that's different than, let's say, Sins of a Solar Empire. The planets are actually orbiting, so you have to be on the tile, or you can't be more than 1 tile away. Like, I could, well, more than 2 tiles away. Let's say if I put my ship here on this tile, I could still scan it. And, actually, no, what am I talking about? I'm talking about scanning. Sorry about that. You have to be right on it to explore or enter the orbit. But if you're right here, if you're at least 2 tiles away, you could still scan the planet. And scanning the planet is handy because it tells you the resources and whatnot. You can only do it with scouts, though, I believe. Let me give you an example. Put my scout here, scan the planet. And this is the farthest you can scan it from. It doesn't show it at the moment, but it'll show it on the next turn. That's something that I think they should fix. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it is a gripe. Because it's still scanned, it just doesn't tell you on the turn you scanned it. New mission, scan planets was assigned. And the game also gives you missions, but I'm not sure if there's any, if you get any rewards for completing them. Okay. What else? Star system ASM has been found. Probably didn't say the name right. We'll skip to the next turn. And the next turn. You'll be doing it a lot. Okay. But yeah, there it is. It's scanned. It tells us the resources, what type of planet it is, all that good stuff. Where is it? If you see this right here, it's, as it says, the amount of turns we have to wait for a full warp or a mini warp, which we'll be waiting for. Because look, if we travel, where is it? Click on it. If we try to travel all the way over here, it's going to take us a long time, 9 turns. But if we wait 2 turns, we could use a mini warp. Let's have this unit asleep for now. And look right here, the planet's going to move. There we go. That's the orbit. We'll cancel sleep. Wake up. And, oh no, we still need one turn. There we go. Now I can do a mini warp. And you could jump anywhere on the system with the mini warp. So we'll jump right here. And that's where it's going to put us on next turn. And now we can scan that planet. So this is pretty much what you do in the beginning of the game. Just send your scouts out, scan planets, level them up. I forgot to mention that there is a ranking system. You unlock upgrades by researching them. I believe the hull upgrade is a default though for rank 1. You don't need to research that. And yeah, let's see. How long do we have to wait for? Oh, I think it actually finished already. Yeah. I'm not sure what turn it was, but it must have been the previous turn. So we'll research the telescope next. And we'll need energy. Right now, if you notice, we're losing energy. And that's no bueno. I believe we lose the game if we have 0 energy. And we'll queue up a scout. 10 turns for engineering. Still taking a bit. So we fully scanned this system, and now we sent our scout to a new system. Just giving a heads up of what's been happening so far. But most importantly, we have got our dank research complete for engineering. And we'll be choosing a new research. I think I'm gonna go just straight for research for now, and then I'll build a colony ship. So I'm gonna go build math, because you need math and engineering to get this one. For certain texts, you need to research multiple texts to unlock them. So we'll research math. That's gonna give us some more intelligence on rocky planets. But most importantly, 10% research with virtual network once we unlock that, which is what I'm going for. And did I click on something else? Yeah, I must have clicked on something else. if you notice this slider, you could have it at different points for to research multiple things at once, but I don't really see a point in that. I feel like that just makes the research and take longer than it should. So I just keep it maxed for any research I want to do. And now that we have engineering, where is Earth? We can build a builder drone. For now, the only thing the builder drone would be able to build would be a mining facility. Now then, we have our builder built, and while I'm at it, I forgot to mention that there are strike groups you could do. Let's see, create a strike group. There we go. So you hold control and you can make a strike group, but I'm gonna take him out of a strike group because this bad strike group. This is a builder. It doesn't need to be in a strike group. And let us, the builders can warp as well. They can't warp out of a system, but they can do mini warps. Let's see, where's this suitable? They can only build onto asteroids, at least the mining facilities. There are other things that can build, but haven't unlocked it yet. And we'll send our scout to do scout things. Let's leave the orbit. Warp jump. And I suppose I'll check out one of these. I'll check this one out. I'll leave the closer ones for the later scouts, so the early ones could go further up ahead. Next turn. Where is my Dink Builder? This unit tab is really handy. You could just double click and it sends you right to the unit itself. Or at least it should. Oh, I could have sworn it did. Oh, am I glitched? I think I'm glitched. Alright, we're back. I had to restart the game for it to start working properly. As you can see, I wasn't crazy, and you can double click on the units to jump right to them. So what we're gonna do is click on the miner and build. It's gonna take 2 turns to build a miner, and that's gonna give us more rare resources. I'll keep these guys on auto. Should I keep them on auto? No. Select research. Oh, look at here. We could research something new. Let's research the virtual network and see how much that speeds us up. What else? After that, I'll build the colony ship, and I can show you how you can colonize a planet. Alright, we're at turn 35 and we found ourselves a neighbor. You could engage in diplomacy here, the diplomacy tab, and it shows that you can declare war on them if you want. Apparently you need, oh, that's what you need intelligence for. You need 1,000 intelligence to declare war on them. Interesting that you need intelligence to declare war. It also tells you their score, how many planets they have colonized, our relations, and their border state. By default, they're open. I'm not sure if there is a tech research that you could close it so they don't go into your systems, but we can go into their systems and it won't be an act of aggression. So we're fine on that matter. And also, I got some miners built. Thought I'd show it. This is the area in which they take the resources. This blue area here, and it also shows their stats. Let's see. You can tell them to stop extracting resources. Sorry about that. For some reason, and apparently you can scan your area. I'm not sure what the point of that would be. Let's give it a look. Little look-see. And have him sleep. Let's just, this is the miner itself. We'll make you go over here. Next turn. Let's check back on this miner. Did I get any? No new info, so I really don't know what the point of having the miner skin is. But yeah, I'll skip to once we get the virtual network up. So we've completed the research, but before that, something I want to point out really quick is that I just noticed, I knew there was an auto explore feature. I thought it was just going into the systems and then backing out as soon as they found the systems, but your ships actually scan in auto explore, so that is really handy because you don't need to manage all of these scouts. You just keep them on auto explore and they'll just scan the planets for you, so you don't have to worry about that. Very handy. And now for the research, we have virtual network. So we'll start researching astronomy, and it'll only take us 6 turns. So even though we still have to wait a good amount of turns, at least it's gonna be much quicker for the turns to go by, since you're just gonna be clicking this little button here until you get your research done, instead of managing each ship and what they do over and over again each turn. Oh, hello. But we actually have to research the virtual network. It's actually a building. So let's get to that. There we go. So astronomy is complete. Next we'll research physics so that we can test out the defense towers, and afterwards I'll show you what the destroyers look like. I'll do it later because, well, I'll do the fence towers first because we don't have any use for the destroyers at the moment, since we don't have any enemies. And afterwards, I'll check out the global trade. I still haven't built the freighter yet, so I'm not sure how trading works in this game. And let us click on Earth. We'll build a colony ship. It just, the unit needs orders. Oh, this fella right here. Let's just constantly skip until we got our colony ship. That's gonna take away 1 population when we built the colony ship. Miner Kun here. Let's see, 1 turn for the colony ship. How many should I make? I guess I'll make another one afterwards. We have a good amount of population. Click on the planet. That brings up the factory screen, and voila. Where is it? Units. Oh no, it's stationed here. Colony. Leave the orbit. I'm not sure if you can have it auto explore. That wouldn't be too handy to have. Yeah. Just have it colonize a random planet. That wouldn't be bueno. And click on this. Go to warp jump. Make sure the system has a planet you can settle on before sending your colony ship over there. Like this one doesn't have a rocky planet, and we haven't researched ocean habitats or habitats for ice planets. I think you need to research for ice as well. I'm not too sure. The closest system would be Herc, I believe. Let's check it. Herc doesn't have it either. Jeez, these systems are no bueno. How about Ibala? So these guys don't get it. Okay. Ibala has 3 rocky types. Production 0. So let's see. Most important thing to look at is resources for new planets. 36 resources and energy, I suppose. I think the more resources, the more energy. Seems to be the case. So we want to settle on Ibala D. Let's go back. Where is my colony ship? Let's head to Ibala. Oh. Come on, Mr. Colony Ship. And this is another thing that I have a gripe with. How long it takes to reach another system with the colony ships. I'll have to wait 12 turns to reach Ibala. They're really slow, so to reach other systems it's gonna take ages unless you build a, what's it called? You conquer a planet, colonize a planet, and then from the new planet you send your colony ship to the next planet. But if you try to do it all the way from Earth, it's gonna take way too long. And no, I thought I chose our research. Oh, okay, we got physics already. That's what happened. So the fence turret's next. Whoa, 24. And you can build something else. We don't really have. There is supposed to be an upgrade that expands on the range of these zones, but for now, I guess I'll just build them. Keep building them. Build another one. That's turn. Alright. Go over here. Just waiting for the colony ship to reach its destination. Oh, crap. I think we have a... Okay, yeah, we have another one. So, we'll send another one to Ebola. I think that's a good idea. No, actually... What about this system? No. Wazar? Wazar has a Earth Lakes. 19. So I'll send one to Wazar. Okay. No, not this one. Go into warp. And we'll send you to Wazar. It's gonna take a while, but it's gonna be worth it. Trust me. How many turns? A few more turns. You go to sleep. Alright, so we've reached Ebola. Or Ibalia. I'm not sure if there's an I there. No, it's Ebola. Well, let's go into orbit to explore. Now, I'm gonna wait until my warp drive charges. This one, you're gonna go to sleep, builder, because I don't really need you. Who needs an order? Keep you asleep. Now that our warp is charged, we'll go all the way over here. And which one did I want? Bala D was the one I wanted. We'll go over here. That's turn. And then we send the ship here. I'm not sure why I didn't just put it right on it. And here's a little colonize. So, when you're colonizing, it takes 5 turns to finish colonizing. So I'm not sure if your ship can get attacked while you're doing this. Haven't really gotten into any bad engagements with the computer yet, so I wouldn't know. What just popped up? Okay. So they're just finding more stuff, and I think we have... Oh, that didn't sound good. Build construction. Give me one sec. Oh, we got it. So it's colonized now. And now we can start building more stuff on it. Automation. As I said, we'll start with automation. That'll be 10 turns. I do automation. I don't queue up anything afterwards because if you do, it's gonna count as if you didn't have automation. Like right now this would be 10 without automation, but you know after you research that it decreases it, but for some reason the game still counts it as 10 for the items queued up, which I'll show. What would I do next? Let me just give you an example. But first, this colony ship is just chilling here. Warp jump. Let's check. This one doesn't have an Earth-like. Doesn't have an Earth-like. This one has an Earth-like. Embus. So we're gonna go to Embus with this ship. And next turn. Once you colonize a planet, the colony ships disappear. Well, the one you used, anyway. And let's see. How much turns? 5, 4, 3. Oh, what's it sound? You have made first contact with the Kingdom of Kaga. Okay. I'll check that out in a second. Oh, there they are. Oh. Okay, these guys are colonizing quick. Turn 90. That explains it. We'll select some new research. I'll show the defense towers in a bit. Actually, after I do this, where is the planet? Production. Ah, crap. Stop. Oh, go in. Yeah, and sleep. Oh, I didn't have anything queued up to show you the sample. Oh, I'm such a potato. No, I didn't have something queued up. So as you can see, it's still 10 turns that it's going to take since it was queued up before we researched. Well, not researched, but we built automation. But after you take it out of queue, it goes down to 3. So that's something they gotta fix. But yeah, that's it for this episode of Children of the Galaxy. I will be doing another video to cover the rest of it. I'll try to do a full let's play of it. But by that time the game will be out, so I'm not sure if the developer will change anything. If they do, I will give you a heads up. But the footage will be from before they do that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.